Hello, Oracles. What a wild day today we had for Tesla stock. This morning we were anticipating getting the proxy where we were going to get information about the annual meeting and perhaps a split. But what did we get instead? We got an extension. Now this is something we had talked about. We had talked about how they might reach out and file for an extension before they put out this information. So it was a possibility, and this is what they ended up doing. Kind of a letdown, a little bit of a disappointment. We saw the stock pre-market take a little bit of a dip, but then as the day went on, we cruised up and we closed over $900. This was huge. 880 was a strong resistance that we had been bouncing off of, so we pushed through that. We pushed through 900, closed over 900. This is a very big day, and we're pushing up even higher after hours. So this is wonderful to see. We did get news out of Shanghai this morning that they are pushing at 80% production capacity already. So this is phenomenal news coming out of Shanghai. And it sounds like the situation in Shanghai right now, they're starting to open up doors. So we might be getting back to 100% production over there sooner than expected. So this is fantastic news. That's partially what may have caused some of this rally. The entire market was green today, so Tesla usually outperforms the market, and it swings more up and down than the market usually. So today it outperformed the market. It was a great day. We had volume around average at 25 million shares trading hands, and the RSI is now pushing to 42. So we've got a lot of room to move, but we still have the FOMC meeting coming up on Wednesday. We're going to be getting the rate going up. Most likely, we are going to be getting a 50 basis point rate hike, but we will also be getting their insights as far as what to expect for the June FOMC meeting. Now, between this FOMC meeting and June's, we do have 2 CPI data cycles to go through. So the 11th of May, we will get the first one because during that CPI data, that will indicate whether the Fed is going to be more hawkish or dovish during their next FOMC meeting. So this time around, if they kind of hint at a 75 basis point hike coming for the June FOMC meeting, we could see the market pull back a little bit more. If not, we might be able to see the stock go up. And if the CPI data on the 11th of May indicates that the Fed can be more dovish, we may see a pretty strong rally going from May until June's CPI data. And so I really can't give any predictions or thoughts as to what's going to transpire over the next couple of weeks. Back in March, we saw, everything was selling down. We had a massive bottom right before the Fed raised interest rates for the first time, and then we saw a rally after that. It was a buy the news situation. So are we going to get the same this time? I don't know. I mean, we saw a bit of a rally today, so part of me thinks that, these big money market manipulators are anticipating, retail's anticipating that we are going to see the rally on Wednesday, and instead they started the rally today to get a jump start on it, or maybe they're going to pull a rug on us. I don't know. We are so up in the air right now. I am just at a point where I'm going to take what the market gives me, and that's it. If the market is going to give me a buying opportunity, I will take it. If the market is going to go green like it did today, I'll just enjoy the day. Now, early on in the market, we were down a bit, so I did add to Tesla at 858. Turns out that was pretty close to the bottom of the day. But again, it's just the bottom of the day. We could, for some random reason, tank down to 850 again tomorrow. That's just how this market is. And this market is really testing emotions. And I talk about it regularly, that's what big money wants. Big money wants you to get emotional over your portfolio because that's how they can manipulate you better. So if you are a long-term investor, take your emotions out of this. If you are not going to be actually adding anything and you're just holding and your emotions are in it, just stop looking at your portfolio. Simple as that. Go outside for a walk instead of looking at your portfolio because it's going to be a wild ride for the foreseeable future. And so we're going to have to just brace ourselves. If you do have money and you're waiting, just see what the market gives you. Honestly, I mean, the market has been giving us a lot of good opportunities to buy, but it's not any of these opportunities where I'm going to dump all of my money in still. I'm just buying, larger chunks the more we come down. Could we skyrocket for the next 3 weeks? Absolutely. And maybe I'll be sitting here with cash that I wish I invested more of. But at the same time, we could also tank and go the other direction. And then I could be sitting here with a lot of cash on hand to be able to invest at those lower prices. So these are the risks I'm taking. These are the thoughts that I have playing through my head right now. And so I have about 10.5% cash, and I have been adding a little bit more here and there, and I'll see what the market gives me. If the market gives me a chance to buy, I'll use that money and I'll buy some more. But realistically, that's just the market we're in right now. It is a wild ride. And so going back to the proxy and the annual meeting with split news, right now we have no dates. We have no idea what is going to go on, so we just have to play the waiting game. It was nice to see the stock rally today despite the fact that we got the extension on the proxy. But realistically, we have no idea. So the last 2 years, they had the annual meeting in September and October. Prior to that, they used to have it in June and July. So I'm still anticipating getting the split news over the summer, but we would need to get that information about the annual meeting because we need to get the allowance for shares voted on by the shareholders, us, before they can even announce that split. So a lot to transpire between now and then. Again, no dates yet. As soon as I see any dates whatsoever, I will share them with you guys on here. So right now, no idea what's going on with that. We'll just wait it out. And as far as I'm concerned, this is giving me more opportunity to buy more. I did want to get myself to 10 full shares of Tesla before it's split. So this gives me a little bit more time to be able to do that. Right now, I'm at just over 8 shares. So 2 more shares in the next 2 to 3 months. If that's when we get the split, should be plenty of time for me to be able to do that. Let me know in the comments below, how did you feel about the extension that they put down for the proxy? Are you excited because you get more time to add before the split? Or were you disappointed because you wanted to get the news today and you were really looking forward to it? So I had a question today from Alan asking about Patreon. So I do have a Patreon, but because I have been so busy, I do not have time to add any extra content to that. And so, I mean, if you guys want, I do have it. I'll put the link in the description. So honestly, at this point, if you are going to go on there, it's going to be more of a contribution as a thank you for the content I provide here for you guys. And in there, I can take more time to give you some one-on-one. It's not financial advice, but if you're looking for, just some questions that you wanted to ask, maybe you're newer to the market, there's some things you want me to explain, I can do that there for you guys. So I believe right now I have it set at $5. So totally up to you guys. Again, I'm not having time to put direct content in there. So if you guys are doing so, I truly appreciate anything you do over there because it's something that I will end up using more in the future. But right now, it's just something I don't have a lot of time for. And if you guys are going to be putting your hard-earned money towards me, I want to be able to provide you guys with something for that. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support and feedback. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. Thank you so much. Have a great one.